my wife's mouth. Keep fucking my wife's mouth. Keep fucking my wife's mouth.
Welcome to another episode of The Bastard Servant. I'm one of your three hosts, Cody Hucker.
Luke Young.
Lloyd Johnson.
And our guest this week is the amazing, the talented, the incredible Rickey Kinley. Everyone give it the fuck up, please. Rickey, if you're not familiar, works at the zoo with Lloyd. I don't know if he's got social media and shit that you want to check out, but I know he's got a dog grooming business, so up front, plug that shit. Where can they go to get their dogs taken care of, Rickey?
Go to garysdoggrooming.com, www.garysdoggrooming.com. And we have a Facebook page as well. If you just search it on the website, there's a link to the Facebook page. We have hundreds of videos and pictures on there. So
fuck yeah. Super stoked that you're back, dude. I want to talk about zoo stuff. I want to talk about all kinds of shit.
But we need to talk about the fucking obvious, right? We need to talk about fucking how ridiculous my hair looks, dude. It's too long, right? My hair's been getting way too long. I'm finally getting a haircut. I've booked it with Cody.
This is what we've been meaning to talk about.
I got an appointment with Cody Best at Clifton Barber.
Don't say the name until they give us money again. Hold on. They used to give us money.
If you guys don't know what you're talking about, look at how semi-handsome I am on our YouTube at youtube.com/thebastardsermon, episode 212. I look good as I always do, but I shaved. My hair's long. I'm good looking, but I'm awkward. Like, I might touch your niece or nephew, but I won't. I promise. I just look that way.
That's what I think whenever I see a good-looking man. I'm like, he might fuck my kids.
Oh, I'm good-looking?
That's a problem.
I thought I just looked weird. I look like I'm a humanoid trying to be human, but I'm not human yet.
Well, now that we've got rid of the obvious, the thing that everybody's talking about this week, now we can move on to the zoo. So, yeah. Rickey, do you have any other obvious statements that you want to make before we go into the...
Everyone look at Cody's gut.
Oh, nay, I say.
Talk about his number one pre-show insecurity.
All right. We open with it. I made a little clip, the keep fucking my wife's mouth. Will Smith, what the fuck? We would be remiss if we're the only podcast on earth that isn't going to talk about it. And I know, by the time you get to the Bastard Sermon, it's been days later. You've heard it a million times. You're over it. I don't give a fuck, bitch. This is fucking captivating information that I can't wait to get to. Luke had a hot take. Let's go. What happened?
Did? Okay, so I didn't. It was kind of amazing seeing all of the people on my timeline that were just like, get ready to receive punishment if you talk about someone's wife.
You know what? I gave you the hot seat. I gave you the potato of talking, and we should watch it first.
Okay.
So we should watch it first,
and then I'll get into it.
I know everybody's seen it, but then we can address it. Okay.
You know who's got the hardest job tonight? Javier Bardem and his wife are both nominated. Now, if she loses, he can't win.
Already a soft joke, right? Like out the jump. Like, he's not saying anything crazy. They have to laugh harder than they normally laugh. It's an Oscar award show. Chris Rock is doing fucking the same shit that every comedian's ever done for the last 40 years in the Oscar. Soft roast jokes, right? For the most wealthy, privileged people on the face of the planet, winning the greatest I Pretended the Best award of all time.
Next.
He is praying that Will Smith wins. Like, please, Lord. Jada, I love you. G.I. Jane 2, can't wait to see it. All right?
I'll stop right there. For the people watching, look at the smile on everybody's face except for Jada.
Lupita's smiling. Will is smiling.
Will's not just smiling. His whole face is taken aback.
He thinks it's funny.
He thinks it's fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
Look at Jada's face. That's almost a smile.
He loves that his wife is getting clowned because all she's done is cuck him on TV and fucking make him look like a bitch nonstop. Oh, a soft G.I. Jane joke. He can't wait to laugh at it. This is the joke. This is the joke for the whole fucking thing. Can we do it one more time? One more time. Listen to this fucking...
He is praying that Will Smith wins. Like, please, Lord. Jada, I love you. G.I. Jane 2, can't wait to see it. All right?
None of us in the room laughed, and we've seen it a million times. Maybe that's it. When I saw it the first time, I didn't even know it was funny.
I didn't laugh at that at all.
I had to look up G.I. Jane to know what they were talking about.
Dude, before you keep it going, when I first because now there's context to it. When I first was told that Will Smith smacked the dog shit out of Chris Rock, I was like, what kind of wild shit did Chris Rock say on the Oscars?
Right. What
to
off
have-
script
to cause fucking Will Smith to walk up on stage and smack him.
When you
and
sent
then when
it-
I saw it, I was like, that's it.
When you exactly when you sent it in our chat and was like, we have to talk about this. It's the first time that I got a sniff of what was happening that day. You were on top of it the second it happened, and I'm thinking the same thing. Like, I saw the caption, he gets slapped. What the fuck? What kind of crazy? He must have went all, because you know he did. Even if Rock wrote these jokes, which I'm guessing he wrote some of them, most of them probably though not written by Rock, or if they were, they've been heavily edited by the writing staff.
Yeah.
They've been heavily TV approved.
They were all screened.
Everything
Right.
is on a card. Rock has memorized these. Anybody could have told these jokes, but Rock's got the face, the name, the notoriety, the fucking delivery. He's still one of the greatest. He still did Bigger and Blacker. He still did like some of the greatest comedy fucking things of all time. This is the right dude. This is the perfect dude. We're gonna have him as the roast comedian here. I get the move on that. All of his jokes, unless I in my head I was thinking he must have went so off script from these jokes. He must have just pulled one out of his sleeve. He went Ricky Gervais all the way. Like, say what you want about Ricky Gervais, his Oscar thing. I was like, there's no way most of this was TV approved. For sure, he was like, yeah, that's what I'm gonna say, and got up there, and they couldn't edit the footage at that point, and he just went ham on calling them pedophiles, and I was like, it's gonna be some shit like that. This couldn't be more off the teleprompter if he fucking tried. Like, this is the most off the teleprompter Jimmy Fallon fucking Jay Leno take on her haircut or her whatever. It's not even a comment on alopecia. None of that. Sorry, I'll keep the clip going, but it's important to soak all that in before we keep going, because everybody knows what happens. He gets slapped, but just watching it, I'm just like, how did this dramatic of an event occur from such a non-joke?
Bro, look at what she's wearing. She looks like she just cursed some sort of young woman to like a dungeon for like 80 years or
Banished
something.
him?
Bro. Yeah, dude, she looks like an evil like witch from some sort of Disney
She
film.
cast a banishment spell with her jade
Dude,
perk.
yeah.
She's
Dude,
about to
she's
start turning small children into mice.
yeah.
Exactly, yes.
And I'm old enough to have gotten the joke immediately. And actually, I didn't think it was offensive to her, to be quite honest.
It wasn't.
Because
And also,
that's a woman empowerment movie. Like, it's actually a pro-woman movie.
I've heard
Super pro woman.
I don't
And he
know,
was like,
like,
I
you
hope
know?
I'm looking forward to you starring in this super
Exactly.
famous
And
empowering movie.
I saw videos of her bragging about shaving her head, basically going, this is the new look I'm going with. And then being like, all I can do is laugh about it now.
right.
Yeah.
So, like,
And on top of that, like, you're
She can laugh about it then.
Let's finish it before we keep diving in.
okay, fair enough. Luke's right. Laughing, still laughing.
And then she rolls her eyes. Right now, she just casted a spell on her husband.
Right there in that.
Right there in that instant, she was like, "Go slap him, my minion." And
I wish they had that on video, because the face that he must have like that that face.
well, she casted a spell
would've been good to see
previously
that.
to make the cameraman face away so she could cast the black magic.
I didn't even think about that. That's a
'cause
very real possibility.
She had to cast it so that like the other celebrities around her wouldn't
She
witness the
pulled her
black
wand out. And
flames.
she was like, "Alopecia armis." And, yeah, just got him.
and then Chris Rock's hair fell out right after the show.
You can see him pulling it out while he was crying
What is
afterwards.
happening?
All right. Keep going. But his follow-up also is like, I think that his follow-up is probably what also triggered dude to get on stage, because he was probably fine with it, and even fine with Jada, like, going off the cuff, like, getting upset with him.
Suck a dick.
The eye roll. I know, but I'm just thinking, in Will Smith's crazy fucking mind, what could have been the extra, and we don't get to see his face, so all's like
Yeah,
go
we
off
didn't
of
see
his...
the spell casting. Yeah.
Sure. So the spell is cast now.
That was a nice one. Okay.
That's the
I'm
part
out
that I
here.
think got him.
Uh-oh, Richard.
It was a nice one.
it was.
And also, everybody's talking about it being staged. If it's staged, it's a real slap, right? So even if it's a staged real slap, we can all agree it's a real slap. You can see screen by screen.
Also,
fingers
if you
goes
think
across
this
his
was
face.
staged, you're a dumb bitch.
You're a dumb bitch. But
You're
also,
a fucking dumb bitch.
just to
the-
comment
for
on
the-
that for a second, look, you would not lean into you would have some sort of intrepidation about knowing that this slap is about to happen, as Chris Rock especially. Little ass 57-year-old Chris Rock that is no more than 160 pounds, and I'm giving him pounds for his suit. That's 5 pounds added to his suit, I'm guessing, right? If he's got weights in his shoes tonight, he's 160 pounds, if not 150 fucking pounds. And he's smiling, and he's leaning forward. He doesn't know what's about to happen. He's assuming an Oscar dumb moment's going to happen.
Yeah, you don't have to.
Oh, wow. Wow.
There's like a weird
Will
smirk
Smith just
smile
smacked the
thing
shit out of me.
as he walks off.
Let's see it one more time.
He does this weird raised eyebrow smirk smile thing. It's closed lip the whole time though. Thrack a cow.
Wow. Oh, wow.
No. It's after as he walks off.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Right here. Yeah, see?
Will Smith.
He looked like he was in Bad Boys 2, walking away from an exploding Jeep in that moment. Like,
Yeah.
Martin Lawrence should be by him, just shaking his head like this.
What if, as Will was walking away, Chris just fucking ran up and double leg drop kicked him down some stairs?
That would be phenomenal. V.A.
Like,
Bennett.
what if it didn't just end there? Like, Chris just took it to the next level.
V.A.
Or
Bennett
just
posted
fucking ran up full speed, just fucking Larry Otson behind the neck and smashes dude's face like, right on the ground, just fucking drops
Puts him in the
man.
crippler crossfade. About to do you how Benoit did his whole family right now. Will? I'm about to put Jada in the Bowflex after this, dude. Keep acting up, dude. About to give a little sweet chin music to Jaden, dude. What's up, dude?
God.
Then I'm gonna
God
bust
damn
it open with Jada in front of the whole Oscars right now, and then you'll be cool with it. You won't say anything then. Sorry.
So I have a theory. I have a theory on what made Will Smith ballsy enough to go smack him.
His wife's fell.
I think since all that shit with Jada and that August dude's been happening, Will Smith's been trying to like really lay down some dick. And
100%.
I think he got deep enough in there that some of the Tupac rubbed off on him.
My friend hit me up about the Tupac side of Jada. It was like, it was a very funny joke, but he was like, my friend was like, oh, well, fucking Chris Rock should be happy that Pac's not still alive because this would have went very differently. And I was like, I mean, I think that Tupac would have, I don't know the guy at all, but he seemed like he came from a poetry background that was
He
very.
went to
he
a
was
fucking
nerd.
art school in New
He
York.
was a backup dancer.
He was a
for Digital
nerd that like
Underground.
got
Yeah,
put
he's
into
in,
the hood
yeah,
because
Nothing But Trouble.
Yeah.
He made raps about fucking drama stories.
I feel like that dude would have such a more fucking laugh about it take than fucking Will.
Yeah.
Tupac would be fucking giddy being
Yeah.
invited to the Oscars. He'd be like, woo!
Yeah, hitting on girls as they were walking by and shit like that.
Successfully.
He'd have looked at her
In
like,
front of Jada. In front of
he
her.
would come alone and leave with a menagerie.
he would have looked at her like, bitch, what's wrong with being bald?
No one's making ball jokes with Tupac in the area.
And I mean, we got to give some credit to Chris Rock for. I mean, he took either Will can't hit very hard, or Chris Rock. I mean,
Took it
part of
on
what
the
made me
chin.
think it was fake is the way he just bounced back from that.
He ate it like a professional.
Well, no, but here's the thing. Will didn't smack him hard. It wasn't.
He
It
stepped
must
in.
not
No,
have.
he stepped into it. Hold on, let's
He
go back.
pivoted his whole hip.
I'm telling you, look. No, look at his.
Look.
You can see it right there. He stepped. He went into the fuck. I don't know a whole lot about fighting like you do, but I know enough that.
That he stage slapped him? Yeah.
Well, no, Penguin Zero had a great breakdown of it, but he was like, I watch slap fights professionally. He's joking, but like he was like, dude, they actually, when you do the slap ones, if you take a step, you get your slap removed in those because it does so much extra. I mean, if you're going into it, let's watch it. Let's watch it one more again.
Dude, that's a real slap.
Yeah, I'm just saying it's not that hard of a slap.
It was hard enough to where it fucking. You could feel it on the mic that was behind him. Not just the bump. The initial bump is from the lapel mic that they're both wearing. The other one, though, you can hear the slap against the skin. He's put in enough effort into it to where, I know what you're saying. He didn't go as hard as he could have. He didn't go like training for
But
Ali
he
hard.
tried.
He went for it.
He
Though.
tried.
That's a real slap.
That
What
was
do you
that was a
mean?
tried slap.
All right, you talking
Rickey,
about a guy.
Rickey, can you slap Lloyd right now as hard as?
If I'm not trying, I'm going to just stand still and I'm going to slap you without changing my position. But if I go from here to pop, like I'm turning my whole hips, bro. Like my legs went from together to separate.
Why are you
and
doing
I
a
turned my
Cedric the
fucking-
Entertainer
My
impression?
whole
Like?
hips. You know, like,
Jeremiah
Dude, he
Watkins.
fucking tried.
You do look like a
fucking
tinier
tried.
Jeremiah Watkins when you're doing that.
Y'all are
Especially with your
racist.
haircut right
Y'all
now.
saying I just look like another one of those redheads, dude.
He's not a redhead. He's a blonde, you fool.
Y'all
Strawberry.
racist.
You like strawberry blonde? Strawberry, very important
Strawberry
distinction.
blonde.
Nah, I'm gonna say Will spent a lot of time
Being a bitch.
working on boxing
Getting cucked.
before he did Ali. If he wanted to hit him, he could have hit him.
Sure, that's my whole thing with this.
He's
Like,
4 inches taller and 50-some pounds heavier. If he wanted to hit him, he could have fucking.
sure, but he put enough into that, like that slap, where it wasn't like, yeah, sure, it's not serious. He didn't palm him like everybody's saying, but he fucking slapped a fucking taste out of Chris Rock's mouth. And I know what Ricky's saying. Like,
It looked fake because it wasn't.
yeah,
I thought it was fake from the beginning, but I guess now it seems like it was clearly not fake.
Yeah,
I mean-
to me, it was still a bit like it was much more of a Hollywood reaction than a Philly reaction.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
It wasn't Philly Will Smith throwing
Yeah.
that. That was this is to make a
Bro,
point.
Philly
And by-
Will Smith died like 40 years
but
ago.
he smacked him with his. It's mostly fingers, which is how you stage smack somebody. I mean, yeah, he made his body look right. But he didn't hit him that fucking hard. I mean, it probably wasn't like.
it's harder than a
awesome, but-
57-year-old man should have been hit while he's in the middle of doing comedy, probably.
Yeah, for sure.
Way harder.
My point is like he could have
Way harder.
He
He also could have
him.
bitch slapped him a little bit just to make his point, and he didn't. He fucking slapped the fucking taste out of that dude's mouth. I mean, yeah, could he have gone harder? For sure. The fact that he did it at all is fucking insane to me.
Yes,
Amazing.
that's for sure.
I love everybody's takes online. That
Finish
fucking,
it. It's
yes,
not done
yes,
yet.
Yes, you're right.
Wow. Will Smith just smacked the shit out of me.
And what's Chris Rock supposed to do right now?
Well,
He's
exactly.
in disbelief.
Out your fucking mouth.
Wow, dude.
Yes.
It was a G.I. Jane jump.
Keep fucking my wife's mouth.
Yeah, and that's what he said right
Fucking
afterwards.
my wife's
It was amazing.
And then he said it again. It's
And
wild
then
that he
fucking
kept.
Chris Rock just throwed at Jada for the next hour and a half on the Oscars.
Yeah, audio listeners, I don't know what the audio skip there, but that's exactly what he said. All right, that's the end of the clip. No, for real.
wife's name out your fucking mouth.
I'm going to, okay?
Jesus.
So I could, okay.
The fact that security didn't do dick about this, that nobody stopped this
speaks
from
a
happening,
lot to how much they're getting paid and fucking what little they're
it makes
doing.
me the maddest because only Will Smith could get away with some shit like this. Like, there's a couple people that could get away with it without the Oscars doing shit about it, the Academy Awards stepping
Bro,
in.
could you imagine the charges that security company would be facing if Will Smith just like walked up to Chris and just like shanked him like 38 times?
Or if it would've-
like he could have done literally anything when he walked up to him. You know what I mean?
Will Smith is losing his fucking mind to think that was the move. And anybody that I understand, the guy that's playing him now on the new Fresh Prince, like getting on there and being like, I thought it was beautiful. I get what he's doing right there, but and I understand
Saving his career,
I also understand people white knighting for
saving
pussy.
his fucking acting
Sure.
career.
I also understand people white knighting for pussy on the internet, like, oh well, these girls are saying this, so if
Nah,
you're
fuck those people.
for sure, still.
I
but,
hope they never get pussy.
But
either.
you've turned into a
I hope
chameleon
you
for pussy,
never
right?
come
You've turned
inside
into
of another living
You've turned into the
person.
worst form of yourself for some pussy before. We all have as men. Ricky's laughing that hard because he does it every day of his life. He's
laughing because I'm funny.
Yeah, you turn into a fucking snake of a man to get some pussy sometimes. So I understand those
Facts.
dudes saying some dumb shit like that, and then like
We're
I
all
don't
little
respect women at
reptilians.
all, so I understand their dumb bitch opinions. But
Jada's
no,
one
I'm
that looks like a
joking.
reptile
I'm
right
joking.
now.
Yeah, she is a reptile. No, dude, like
No, for real though. Like I also don't get the women that do that because the same women are the motherfuckers that would call the police at the bar if two dudes got into it over the same shit. I'm like, I know you bitches that are fucking talking about this, and you're the same ones that say that Kanye's wild. Kanye's sending text messages and doing crazy shit on Instagram, and he's toxic. But my man's better slap the fuck out of somebody on stage if he makes a light joke about my bald head that I intentionally wore. Yeah, she's
Dude,
only
that's-
100 millionaire, and she could fix alopecia with some vitamins and some fucking, some hair plugs.
Okay, so like
for
with,
real.
with
I'm
that
not-
being said,
Dr.
with
Cody over here.
No, it happens constantly. Like fucking, if you want to
Right-
get,
right
or
here.
wear a wig, you stupid bitch. Like I don't understand. She's just a fashion choice, It's that crazy that he made a fucking G.I. Jane off the teleprompter joke that you could go, you better go in the writer's room and fucking all around slap everybody right in the face like you're clapping hands with the winning team after the match is over.
Tom Segura said a couple of things, and he said that exact thing, wig related, in his second big tweet. But his first one that got me uncontrollably weak, and I sent it to the boys in the
Read
group
them all.
chat,
Read the one before that. Read all the ones before that.
Fuck Will Smith's candy ass smacking a dude 4 inches shorter and 50 pounds lighter. He's just in his feelings because his bald-headed bitch been fucking around on him for years, and he takes it. We all know who he wishes he could slap. Hashtag cuck Will.
I said all this before I made my Facebook shit funny. I deleted one because some bitch got so mad at me. I also put it up at 4 a.m, and it was a very serious take, and I was like, there's a funnier way to do this. But I swear to God, I said essentially all that, and then people are just heated with you. And I was like, you know what? Make it funny. But then when Tom Segura did it, I felt so justified because I'm like, you put in a tweet a condensed version of what I did on Facebook.
Yeah.
Like, for real, and I was like, I had the same take and people got shitty with me, but that is the take. That is the take, and now everybody's like, well, they admitted to being in an open relationship. I'm like, I feel like Will Smith is forced to be in an open relationship.
Will Smith is not in an open relationship.
At all.
Jada is in an open relationship,
Yeah.
and he's like, I guess I'll try to make this work if I turn a blind eye and put in my earplugs whenever August comes in with his team of friends.
And by the way, that's his son. That's his son's friend. Do you know how emasculating that is? That not only that's in the public, but the reason that it's in the public eye at all.
Like, you gotta see dude fucking whenever he comes over to play Xbox with Jaden.
And his wife was like, I know what'll make good content for my TV show. I'm gonna cuck you in front of everybody. But then I'm gonna also put you in a position where you have to be like, no, but I'm getting side pussy too. But you know that he's Will Smith.
He didn't. You know, he tried and he failed.
Oh no, he's getting. Come on.
He's getting side pussy. Don't be insane. He's Will Smith. Who isn't jumping on Will Smith's dick and forcing him to come inside of her?
Those drunk pictures of him with the girl who played
Margot Robbie.
They look in love, mind you.
Also, the girl out of fucking what's the one with the dog and the vampire fucking things? He's trying to cure everybody. Will Smith movie.
Oh, I Am Legend?
Yeah, I Am Legend.
Oh.
Like, there was pictures with him.
What a dog shit way to describe that movie.
I couldn't think of the fucking name of the fucking
dog
movie.
died.
You know, dogs, there's vampire dogs, and, you know, they're sucking the blood.
They're really vampires, not zombies.
There's robots. I'm like, what movie? Oh, I Am Legend? Fuck you with that description.
Is it a vampire movie?
One of my favorite lines that someone made was, Will Smith doesn't cuss in his raps. He cusses after his slaps.
He lets DJ Jazzy Jeff do that. Yeah. I'm sorry.
Will Tom Segura followed up with a bunch of pictures of Jada Pinkett Smith and saying the bitch has been bald. Jokes about it or her are fine. It was tame as fuck. You're super sensitive about it. Buy a fucking wig. Which is like, yeah. You know what I mean? It's true. But also, who cares? Like, you're just out and about existing. Like, especially if you're wearing, like, head jewelry and shit like that. Like, it's just gonna fucking happen.
Also,
like, I'm just out here existing. But you want me to, like, get upset whenever someone makes a ginger joke? Like, maybe I should dye my hair. Maybe I should shave my head.
On top of that, baldness. Everybody keeps saying
bald,
she's
dude.
affected by chronic alopecia. Okay, even
Who
if
cares?
that, sure. And that is my next point.
Okay, so
But
your body is too
before-
stupid to recognize that your
Okay.
hair is a part of your body. Ooh.
Yeah. Jokes, but for real, even if we're gonna assume that it's serious and alopecia isn't, just isn't. Sorry, hair loss isn't
Your body's
serious.
just stupid.
I don't care if you're a woman or not. If you got $100 million, put a wig on. If you're that insecure, don't wear it as a hair statement, and you could probably fix it. But that aside from the point, let's assume that alopecia is a giant, huge issue.
Let's
and
pretend.
it is life threat. Let's pretend because we have to, because that is the only way that makes sense. So fuck everybody's argument that it's a real fuck you. But let's pretend for a second that it is something serious that's going to ruin her life one day. The joke isn't even about alopecia. It's about her haircut, which if she didn't put it on her fucking TV show like she cheated, nobody would know.
And then wear it out
just
to
be
the
a
Oscars.
haircut. It would just be a fucking haircut. And he didn't say dick about alopecia. He didn't say the word alopecia. He didn't make fun of her fucking illness. It's not that serious. It just isn't. And for that to be the reaction to it, that, you know, that fucking alopecia artist and fucking she casts a spell on fucking Will Smith and he goes up and slaps her, like, that is, I don't know. It's just,
Personally,
it's
I think
infuriating
everyone involved, they're alopecia of shit.
That's a fact.
Do you know why I smacked him?
Because they told that joke and
Paper beats rock. Get it?
this fucking guy. This fucking guy.
Lord.
I'm over here the whole time. It's pronounced Lloyd, by the way. I'm over here the whole time, literally like just trying to think of corny shit to throw in and like derail, because you guys keep getting so hyped up and talking over each other and going back and forth. Like, so that's what my brain's been doing the whole time. This is just what my head decided to do in the middle of all this.
Right.
We could easily back and forth we have a million things. Ricky, though, you said you've been doing internet research.
Well,
this is the first thing you said when you walked in here. I've been scrolling my phone hard, dude. My
I've been
finger
looking at
is
the memes
bleeding
and
right
stuff.
now.
Oh man, someone posted something about no one knew about the Oscars until Will and Chris Rock. So I immediately jump on Twitter, and it's just the memers were just their fingers were bleeding,
For sure.
firing it all off. And
I was one of them. I had to edit that video real fast. Oh God, somebody's gonna do it first, and they did. Luke told me somebody did that video first that I made of him fucking my wife's mouth, and I was like, if I don't do this today, it's gone. And for sure, he was listening to a podcast.
I was listening to one a day, and they had a clip in it, and I was like,
Oh,
fuck,
wow.
did they steal it from us? And they're like,
Wow.
20
Luke was getting
seconds,
hyped up. Luke
20
was-
seconds later, they had another clip that was completely different than their own. I was getting ready to, like, die on this hill for the podcast. Like, I was in the comments section, like, I am 1/3 of the Bastard Sermon podcast, and I am certain that their sound engineer, Zach, stole that clip from us, and like at like 20 as I'm typing that out, I hear the second audio bite that's totally original of like him saying like keep fucking my mouth,
Right.
and
Highlight,
I,
delete.
like I was just I was just holding down the delete button in shame, like I had to watch it, like you fucking moron.
I knew that somebody was gonna take it, but I'm sorry. Your take though, like
It was a lot of stuff just talking about, and I've been following this stuff because I find it interesting. It's like, relationship stuff and behavior stuff, and it's just been going on for some years now.
I was about to
where
say,
she's
tell me that
constantly
you're Lloyd's friend without telling me that you're Lloyd's friend.
Bring it up.
in
She's
that
been
statement.
like, Will's one of our heroes, right? Like he's, Bad Boys on, what you like, who didn't like Will Smith? He was one of the most likable men on the planet. And it feels like she just wanted to be like, I want everyone to see him as weak or something. Because there's a lot of stuff she didn't have to talk about, a lot of personal stuff.
I love that take because I agree with you. She just in public, like putting her man down constantly, and like everybody's made it like it's a dumb bitch thing. I'm like, no, it's not women this, men that. It's literally like if you're with somebody, just in not a public relationship,
Right.
why would you dog on them? Now imagine you're one of the most influential couple actors of all time ever.
Yes.
In any community, like. You're gonna dog on your man in public and make your personal fuck life like a point of your TV show as a selling point. So I'm with you. Like,
But-
why is she on this bullshit?
because what the fuck has she done with her
Exactly.
I think
life?
that's it,
So the
right?
only man that's
Hey,
given her a
she fucked Tupac.
Right.
She's won.
Her one credit.
She wins.
Her one credit is dead, and then she had a piss
And was
poor
dick-based.
acting job.
both of her credits are dick based. The only reason she's in her position is dick.
She got a
100%. She would. Where the fuck would Jada Pinkett Smith smoking crack with Tupac's mom? That's where if Will Smith hadn't a fucking.
You better watch your mouth talking shit about Afani Shakur.
I'm just telling you what she did. She was smoking crack, bro.
She fought the good fight.
That was the
she got
only-
clean.
The only reason Tupac was in the position that he was in and not a dumb, nerdy theater fucking
Was
kid,
because of his
because
mom.
his mom smoking crack. Yes, you're right. Yes,
mom
he would
saved
have
him.
never had to go to the hood if his mom didn't start smoking
I
crack.
think there might
but-
have also been some parts that were like, oh,
You son
Pac
of a
showed up
bitch.
and bang, 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 bang. That might have lent some credit to what Tupac was doing. I'm gonna throw that in there.
I'm sorry, we've railroaded your point.
there's
Though. Keep
another.
going.
No,
keep going.
on that topic, there's a concept called an alpha widow. You guys ever heard of that?
Oh yeah, that's this
and
bitch.
she's a classic example they talk about, and it's really fascinating. Once I heard that concept,
Break down what it is.
that? Yeah,
so an
tell me.
alpha widow is when a woman was with a man who basically is the best she could get, or someone who really imprinted on her big time, right? Some man is like the apex.
I'm
of
getting
what
your
a
mom's
man
house
she would want.
flashbacks to what's his face. Do you know what I'm talking about? I want to hear you
Oh,
finish.
yeah.
The one dude that was like, I fucked that bitch, and then for the rest of her life, she's gonna be
Tate.
mad. Yeah, Tate.
Cobra
Tate.
Cobra Tate. It's very
Yeah.
Cobra Tate vibes.
And
There's
so-
a lot
and
of
then-
people like him are the ones that tout this
subscribe
idea.
to this mentality.
Well, no. So like they tout this idea, but they do a shit job of it. Mm-hmm. It's like there's a real concept in
scientific
psychology.
name to it.
But they take it and they make it bullshit.
Those guys are all like, oh, because I'm an alpha, she'll never like anyone like that.
Keep going.
and
keep
it's
going.
literally, you know, it's whoever imprinted on the woman the most, and it doesn't even have to be that the guy is that cool. It's what her belief of him is.
Well, how she defines herself
Yeah.
through that.
So he could be some guy she met at spring break, and they were both in vacation mode, and it was just so much fun. And so every guy the rest of her life is measured up to that guy, and so the next guy, if she ends up married or in a serious relationship with some guy, he has to top whoever that other guy is.
Yeah.
Otherwise, she's never going to be happy with that guy, never be satisfied. And so they called it alpha widow because it's like when a woman was married, happily married, and then her husband dies, the guy's basically a saint now.
Yeah.
So you can never beat whoever. Like, it's
I think
that
you're nailing
situation.
it, and I think that she's got that same power complex that Hillary Clinton has. Like, not to make it political, just studying this as a human being thing. Like, the reason that Bill and Hillary work is because they both want to run the world with an iron fist, and that's like. And now Bill's old, and fucking Hillary still has her fucking faculties about her.
Ish.
That's the same thing in this, but like Bill Clinton is the one that's the ultimate pussy getting fucking machine. Will Smith wasn't that dude genuinely, and now has to pretend, and like he's losing his mind. He's losing his fucking complete mind. Built his whole career up, and now he's let this woman in that's running his fucking life for him. And like I don't want to be the fucking dude on the internet with three other dudes like this bitch is ruining. I know that comes across, but objectively to me, I feel like I don't know that there's another way to look at this. Like, this bitch wants full control, and Will Smith has done all the foundation work, all the framework, all the insulation. Some motherfucker ran the water lines, and she came in there and was like, I think a couch would look nice here. And now it's my house. It's my house, and I run it. Like, hold on a second. I built the house, and I bought the house, and fuck you, I put the couches in the house, and now I'm going to fucking make you feel stupid in front of your friends constantly. Like,
and we've all seen men who deal with that, right? Where they're in relationships with
I've bitched out and
the
done
woman.
it.
Well,
Yeah.
you know, I think if you've been alive, you've dealt with some level of like someone was
For
just
sure.
trying to make you look bad in front
Not
of
if
all
you're
your
Lloyd.
friends. All the time.
Yeah, not if you're
I just had to
Lloyd, but
bite back
everybody
a
else.
comment from
I love that his head
People
was
we work
shaking the
with.
whole time. Like, yeah,
And you learn, right? Like I always say, you always hope that you learn that early enough that you don't learn it late in life. They talk about, I've seen some interviews with Robert Kiyosaki, the guy who wrote the Rich Dad Poor Dad, and he's talking about how he was weak and that's why he's divorced, and his wife, he never really, he made money and all this stuff, but then, he didn't measure up for his wife, and at some point she got tired of him and left, and he's like an older man. Or even Jeff Bezos and Leo DiCaprio, like that situation, the richest man on the planet, and Leo DiCaprio waltzes in, and your girl is heart-eyesing the dude like right in front of the world.
yeah.
At least that's over, though.
Bro,
they got
I'd
the
be-
balls to be like, that's over. This motherfucker's like, I'm going to stick with her. I'm going to slap Chris
exactly.
Rock. I'm going to ruin my reputation. I'm going to look crazy. I'm going to become an internet meme for a dumb podcast in Cincinnati that cuts you up and saying, keep fucking my wife's mouth. Because I would rather do that than deal with the costly divorce. Fuck that. Get your balls back. You're Will Smith. If you're the Will Smith that is like I don't know.
He's not
like,
anymore.
He's not, but
He's
he still
not
kind of
anymore.
is.
Some
He has the
people
potential
say
to be.
he never was.
He needs to get
What
the
we
fuck out of
thought
that
we knew,
fucking.
Some people say what we thought Will Smith was. He never was that guy.
He's always talking about, and this isn't my thing to talk about maybe more than anything, but he's always talking about black excellence. Like, if you want to like actually say
That's
black
the sad
excellence,
part about it.
you want to be a king, get the fuck out of this fucking relationship and stop letting this bitch be the queen advisor while you're the king. Like, for real, like, show people they don't have to be in this fucking
Or
horrible
maybe-
situation that they're getting taken advantage of. It's not
Maybe
racial
he
as
doesn't
much, but
care that much. Maybe, honestly, this kid, he's been famous since he was, fucking 17?
Yeah.
oh, you're probably right. The guy that just walked up and slapped Chris Rock on the Oscars probably
For
doesn't
talking
care that
about
much.
his wife.
Yeah,
Again,
he probably
didn't-
doesn't care that much.
He didn't punch him.
Good ass point, dude.
I'm saying that's a dude who knows how to punch.
Good
He
ass
could've
point.
fucking-
You would assume.
he could've
This is the
dropped
good
it.
ass point
Yeah.
hour with Lloyd Johnson.
So I agree with you. I actually, like, on some aspect I think he didn't actually do it against Chris Rock. He was doing it to make
For
a
Jada.
point for Jada. Yeah. Except for then he was crying for the next hour, right? So
Can we
like
go to that video?
whatever he might have thought was scoring points with her, it gets dried up because he's crying for the next.
Well, yeah, I mean, he realized, okay, this could they could take away the Oscar because they
could take away everything from this guy.
There's rules about
Chris could
behavior at the ceremony and all that.
He risked his freedom to appease his wife. That's the scarier part, right?
The ramifications he could have faced if Chris decided to press charges with this dude assaulting him on national television.
Chris Rock
on
would
the
lose.
Oscars on stage.
Chris Rock would lose.
Of course
so
he
much
would.
If he pressed charges.
Of course he would.
That's the position that Will Smith put him in by slapping him. If he presses charges, then he ruins his whole career. Yeah. So what choice does he have? His only real choice is to not fucking press charges. That's his only option.
What I'm saying though is, let's say it was Billy Bob Thornton up there, and fucking Will Smith went up and smacked. No, Billy Bob presses charges. You're like, yeah, of course.
Billy Bob would have stabbed this man.
Well, okay.
He used to do meth with fucking
George Clooney.
Allegedly, he did meth with Lemmy and would get into bar fights as a full ass like giant Hollywood actor.
George Clooney would have called someone to follow Will after the show.
I wouldn't be shocked if Billy Bob had a
somebody.
gun next to that vial of Angelina Jolie's, just around it, just a pocket gun, like just ready to go.
Here's another question.
Necklace gun.
This is my boot pistol.
Would he have hit someone else? Let's say Russell Crowe was up there.
Absolutely not.
Would he hit him?
Well, one, certainly not Russell Crowe. Russell Crowe loves punching people.
It would have cut to just the South. The memes would be
world.
so good, dude. It would go immediately to the fucking Russell Crowe's fighting. Yeah, dude. Immediately. I would make that before everybody and their mom made that.
Well,
I know a lot of people are saying that a lot of this happened because apparently he also ripped on them at like the 2016 Oscars or some shit like that, but also suck a dick. That was 6 years ago.
Will Smith made a career of ripping on people constantly when he was a comedian all the time.
I saw
he
someone
ruined
share a
Janet
clip.
Hubert.
He was on fucking oh man, it was an old talk show back Arsenio Hall, where Will Smith was ripping on a producer behind the camera who had alopecia.
Wow.
There's so many of those moments.
You gotta get it that wax like once a week or some shit like that.
He not only ruined Janet Hubert's career that was on fucking Fresh Prince with him, got her cut out of scenes, made fun of her on the set, like made her feel alienated.
Did you watch
when she
the
got
reunion?
pregnant? That's the most exploited thing that I've ever seen in my life, where she fucking like cuts him off mid sentence and was like, "You ruined my fucking life."
It was amazing.
No, it wasn't, because that whole thing is set up by Will Smith to give Will Smith good PR to make him look like he's taking
right,
accountability.
but also she's been wanting
It's
to say
over
that
for her
shit to
career.
that motherfucker
Sure,
for a long time.
but what does that do for her? That her career's over. It's done. Right. I mean, she's gonna get a couple gigs.
She's accepted that for a long time, but I'm sure she's had that rage. She's been trying to fucking kick down on someone for a while, and she let the dude who fucking put that hurt on her know exactly how she felt.
He set it up.
I'm sure I'm sure she already got the closure for her career ending because of him a long time ago.
But sure, the man that did this constantly, ruined people's fucking careers, shit on people, like whatever. And I'm fine with it as long as you can take the simplest of tiniest of jokes, but to go and do that, like, you can comment all you want on, like, we could say the widow syndrome and fucking this, that, and the third about him controlling him. At the end of the day, he has free will and can do this, and is making dog shit.
Free will.
Yes, free Smith.
Do you think maybe this is all just he's really mad that his parents named him Willard?
It could be. It definitely could be. Oh, real quick before I forget, you had mentioned it about bringing somebody else. Would it have happened to anybody else? V.A. Bennett had a very good Facebook thing that he put up where he's like, let's make it fucking Dwayne The Rock Johnson next time, and I bet he doesn't get slapped. I was like, bro, he could slap Jada Pinkett's ass, smell his hand on live TV, be like, damn,
he
bitch.
would fucking do nothing.
Anyways, damn. And then he could like start saying something, he'd be like, you bald head bitch, you're getting it tonight. And then go right back to what he's saying, and Will would be like, hell yeah, double thumbs up, hugging him, doing a crying speech.
He would do
a crying speech about
crying.
how he's his best friend at the end of the night and shit like that. You only did that because you could emasculate somebody that's way smaller than you. Will Smith is a physical specimen.
That's the
also
other problem. The guy's smaller than him, right?
And Will Smith is a physical specimen for real.
Not anymore.
No, he kind of is.
No, that is still fucking yoked for.
He's big as fuck for a 53-year-old man. What do you mean?
Google images.
Well, all right, but anyway,
get out of here.
That dude is broken out of shape.
Let me hear what you have to say, Lloyd.
So,
You're a fool.
When was the last time y'all saw him be a superhero in a fucking movie?
He climbed that Dubai Tower, the Burj Khalifa, where you have to the last fucking like 100 feet of it is fucking all on a ladder while the wind's in the middle of the fucking Dubai desert where it's fucking 10 degrees. Yeah, I think that he is a physical specimen, and for him to be 53, you're making
Hard pass.
a ridiculous point.
Nah.
Keep going, Lloyd. Keep
Sure,
going.
he can be strong. I don't think he's a specimen.
I should have
though.
never encouraged him to do comedy. Now he's too confident.
Specimen.
You gotta break him back down, Lloyd. You have to help
I
me.
am a specimen.
I'll put it this way: if you and Will Smith are gonna get a fight,
Okay,
I'm
he's
betting on Will
strong,
Smith.
but
Will
to
Smith
say
all day.
he's a specimen.
okay, compared to most fucking people,
To actors especially,
Yeah.
and to get buff for one fucking shoot. This man has never been fat ever. Even if he got
Fake
fat,
fucking news. Google images fat Will Smith.
I will not besmirch
Anyway.
my God like this.
Dude, he's
I will not break down black excellence like this. Not on this podcast. The black excellence sermon will not allow this.
black.
That's the other thing that makes it. He was doing all that self-help recently, right?
Yeah.
The past few years.
And I love
And
how
then it's
self-aggrandizing he is about
Hey,
all this shit.
Yeah,
know
all
what?
just off the rails.
hey,
now.
maybe that's self-care.
Well, yeah, I mean, yeah.
Don't you
I'm
love
just
that he's
saying-
preaching that bullshit and then fucking gets up there and slaps a man like, what about all this fucking bullshit? Like, it's so obvious.
I'm just gonna say I should be able to enter it into court testimony if someone says something and I smack the shit out of them. If they defended Will Smith in this, I should get to like put that in court. Like, hold on, no. They said this is cool.
Right.
They already said this is cool. So now I get to smack the shit out of them when they say things I don't like. Right? Like,
Yeah.
can we make that like the?
That's what I
Yeah.
said to all the people on Facebook. It was my jokey status, but for real, I was
Mine
like,
too.
now I'm going to start roundhouse kicking people with nasally voices because that annoys me and it's demeaning to women. Anybody that disagrees, you have to respect my opinion, and there's no other options.
Go
for,
ahead and say anything.
say whatever you want. You have to respect
respect
my opinion. You have to. Like, it's the point that everybody's making online. It's like, what are you talking about? That there's. You just have to. He was bullying him, so he gets to get punched in the face. Well, cool. Well, every time that I disagree with anybody ever, then I get to punch them in the mouth, and that's the end of it. And nobody gets to say shit about it. Oh, well, he slapped him. Cool. I get to slap anybody in the mouth that I want to, and you don't get to call the cops or press charges
Yeah.
or nothing because fuck it. You've agreed. You've signed the social contract on Facebook that this is the thing to do. Why can't I? And then you break it down to them, and it's like it's a totally different situation. Is it though? Is it a different?
I saw
Well,
someone-
comedy is. I am personally offended by some jokes in comedy. I like the comedy that doesn't hurt my feelings, but when it hurts people's feelings, then comedy sucks
That's
as an
always
art
how
form.
it is, right?
I
Yeah.
saw someone.
You don't do that with
can't take
music,
a
you
joke.
fuckheads.
Exactly.
But you'll be like, a rapist is a good. He wasn't raping while he was making the great. He wasn't fucking kids while he was making Thriller. So you'll do that with him, but fucking jokes. So he's
Well, that's
making
like,
funny jokes.
Everybody
and,
fucking forgave R. Kelly a little bit when that Ignition 2 remix came out. Everybody's like, we'll kind of let that fly for a little
Okay,
bit.
hold on.
That's
I
the best
doubt
example,
anything
though.
Will Smith has put out in the last 10 years was nearly as good as Remix to Ignition 2, because that
I-
song was
I'm
fucking.
just
Did you see
saying.
the reunion with DJ Jazzy Jeff when he was when he put?
I also
I'll
like that
repeat-
Chris Rock made Will Smith cuss more in 30 seconds than his entire rap career.
Absolutely.
So I saw someone point out that apparently Will Smith said he turned down the role of Django because he doesn't believe in
think I heard
vengeance.
That his wife would be happy with him being
he
in a cool
doesn't
movie.
believe in vengeance.
I think I heard about that.
He
He
probably just
doesn't
got to that
believe
scene
in
where he had to hang
vengeance.
upside down with his dick out and was like,
Nah, his wife told him he wasn't allowed to be in that because we would get too much potential pussy from being in a good movie for once. Let's be honest, all Will Smith's movies kind of suck. None of them are great. Name me a great one. Go ahead.
7
Pounds.
pounds.
I've never seen that one.
That's a
Fucking
fantastic
fantastic.
movie.
Is
6
Hitch a
Degrees
good
of
movie?
Separation.
Do you like Hancock? Are you guys a big fan of
Hancock
fucking...
was fun.
It was fun, but was it a good movie?
Good movie, no.
The
No.
Wild Wild West.
Would I
Was-
put on the same
Oh,
level as Inception?
this fucking guy. A
The
Joel
giant
Schumacher.
desert metal spider? Fuck yeah.
I had
I
a-
mean, it was steampunk.
Also-
Until recently, I had how Burger King had a promotion in 1999. I still had those until recently. I found them with the glasses cleaner in the case, and I put them on my fucking big, fat, bloated alcoholic head, all stretched out, and I was like, I still look cool in these.
Also, are we gonna say like Will Smith's decision making is solid? Like he turned on the Matrix to make Wild Wild West.
That's right. I think
He
Hold
could have
on,
been Black
hold
Keanu
on.
Reeves, dude. What?
He was almost
Yeah.
Neo.
No,
What?
not almost. He turned it down. It was offered.
They
Hold
wrote
Hold
the
on.
movie around
No.
him, and
Let's-
then it was like,
let's take a moment to be thankful that never happened. Could you fucking imagine
Making goofy
Will
jokes?
Smith is Neo
Oh, I don't know if
with
he's
that
supposed to be
pasty
Neo
ass
or
broad
Morpheus
hanging
or-
off
Right,
fucking
I'm not
Will
sure. I remember
Smith.
he was supposed to be in
Will
it.
Smith
Well, I'm just-
in a fucking
might
black
have been-
leather suit and coat flying through digital New York with that pasty bitch hanging off of him.
All right. Well, I'm saying
Holy shit,
a
dude.
bitch that
he
looks
might-
like your skin tone.
he might have been
Lighter.
playing. He might have been playing Morpheus or whatever.
Yeah.
Nah.
All right. Nah.
Shit ass Morpheus.
That would've
That'd
been
be a
garbage.
horrible
I'm
decision.
just saying he turned that down to make Wild Wild West because they let him
Thank
put
God.
a song.
I feel like Ricky
Right.
keeps getting the points that we keep railroading them.
I'm trying to jump in when I.
I'm sorry, dude.
No.
Yeah, you gotta fight for that.
Oh
Fucking,
yeah. No, go ahead.
It's like a mosh pit, dude. You gotta fucking start throwing bows to get in the circle.
It's like when you're feeding all those dogs at the grooming place.
Exactly.
And that one, like, there's just like the three that are like, "Fuck y'all, I'm eating all this food."
Right.
You gotta
push
get in there.
your elbows in there. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just happy schoolyard bully Chris Rock finally got his for, luckily brave ass Will Smith was there to fucking defend him, to defend his wife's cheating on her and shit like that. Like, I just don't understand
Hey,
people's points. Like,
Dude, how can you in the same breath like talk about how your husband should have knew you weren't coming and that you were unhappy in your relationship,
So I gotta
even
fuck
though
20-year-olds.
even though you won't fucking say a fucking word to him blatantly, he has to figure it out. So you have to fuck your son's friends on television and then be upset when someone calls
But
you.
that
also,
shit
you
hurts
don't-
my feelings.
And they don't
for
even
Will
call
Smith.
you bald. They just go, "Hey, I'm excited to see you in this movie that you're definitely not casted in because it's a fictional movie that's not actually
and to put
being
her on
made."
God tier as if like you've offended
Yeah, fuck
the
Jada
hottest
Pinkett
bitch of all
Smith.
time.
That
Jada
bitch
Smith,
is basic as fuck. She's accomplished nothing. She sucked one famous dude's dick. I probably would have sucked it way better. She has made nothing, dude. She was in Gotham and she was mediocre in that. What else has she been
and
in?
she's ugly. Can we just say it? Like Will
Nah,
Smith
hold
deserves.
on. I would
You're out of
pipe
your fucking mind.
before
She's smacked.
that whole event and before the whole cucking situation. I would pipe Jada Pinkett Smith.
Hold on, I would right now. What the fuck are we talking about?
Nah, I gotta
don't
have
care.
a
It's not
level
about
of
the-
respect
Nah.
and like some sort of like I don't know.
She doesn't
some
have a
sort-
body that's like Will Smith body. Like I feel like
No, hold on. See, this is she's got that body that I make an argument towards to like those ignorant misogynistic motherfuckers that are like, unless she's got big old tits or an ass.
That's
I
not
don't
what I'm
want
saying.
nothing
That's not what
about
I'm saying. That's not what I'm saying.
Okay.
Not what I'm saying.
All right. She's very hot, dude.
No, she's not. She
right.
just isn't. Ricky, how do you feel? Would you do you bust a nut
you
to her
pipe?
pictures? Could you jack dick to her?
Her personality.
Hold on.
That's not what we're talking
No,
about.
no. Fuck her personality. Could you pull a picture of her, the hottest picture that exists? Hold on, let me get a
Would
hot
you
picture.
dump your 12 gauge?
Hold on. Hold on.
There was at one time she was smoking hot.
Oh, okay, wait, what's the time?
A movie called Jason's Lyrics.
Oh yeah.
Okay, hold on. Jada.
A movie
Jason's
no one had ever heard of?
lyrics.
Jason, you've never seen Jason?
No.
Lloyd knows.
Hot body. We're gonna type this in. Hold on.
There's a bunch of. I don't know. Are you older than them?
Yeah.
Hold on. This
I think
girl
I'm
right
older
here.
than them, and forget.
This average middle of the road looking
there,
bitch.
That right there.
Oh, right here.
One.
That right there. That guy. Sorry, I'm just fucking around. Which one?
Go.
Down.
If you watch the movie, yeah.
Even these, it's just like
pipe.
Fucking in mind.
Pipe.
nah.
Pipe.
Tyra Banks, dude. What?
Pipe.
Are you out of your fucking
Pipe.
mind?
Go for Tyra Banks.
Pipe.
Tyra Banks is 90 years old.
I don't
Pipe
know, I
like
don't
a
know.
sewer fucking
I guess
system
different-
pipe.
gi-
I feel like
different
Tyra
strokes,
Banks
I
is the
guess.
match for Will Smith. Like she's hot as fuck. Like for
I mean,
real hot
they're
and
not
talented on
mutually
her own.
exclusive. I mean, they can both be hot.
Nah, I'm saying for Will Smith, we're talking a different tier of hot deservedness, and I don't feel like Jada hits that. She's a middle of the road bitch for top tier Will Smith, and to let this fucking basic bitch that doesn't
Hold on,
even
wait,
look
wait,
that good run his whole life. You're letting this fucking
Yeah, I wouldn't
basic.
let that run my
You're
life,
letting
no
this
way.
normal pussy.
But I'd pipe the shit out of that.
Sure, but you could get this pussy. I've seen you get better than.
I know I
have
could.
seen you fuck girls. I will not say who. I've seen you had girls around your arm that look hotter than Jada Pinkett Smith has ever looked in her entire life. I've seen you do that, and you're a broke bitch in Cincinnati. I'm not saying whatever. We're all broke bitches here. Maybe not Ricky.
He says he's a Weasley brother.
But for real, you're a
He's a
Weasley
star.
brother in Cincinnati getting pussy that looks better than what Will Smith gets. Why is Will Smith letting this fucking... Look at her!
Look,
You're letting that fucking make you slap Chris Rock? Fuck out of my face.
Dude, I would beat
she
the
probably
fuck out of
has
you.
the fucking Gawk Gawk 12,000 installed in her throat or something, dude.
She got the Gawk Gawk 12,000? The Bok 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 Gawk
I'm
12,000?
just saying, Cody.
Yes.
I would hospitalize you.
For this pussy right
Yeah,
here?
yeah. Are you out of your fucking mind?
I must be. I must
Cody's
be.
like, no, you know who's hot? Lizzo. Like,
I would believe that statement.
I've been got boys. I've been bested
You
here,
had him
boys.
speechless on your
I-
rant.
well,
Lloyd was just
You're out of
staring
your
at me with his
fucking
mouth.
mind.
Now
He
we
was-
have to duel for my honor. Now
was
we
just
have to go
peeking-
outside, get your muskets, boys. We
Lloyd
gotta
was
settle
just Pikachu
this.
facing me the whole time you were talking.
We gotta settle it. We
You're out
gotta
of your
settle this
goddamn
Andrew
mind.
Hamilton style, dude.
Jada's ugly as fuck. Oh yeah. Oh, you mean
For
someone-
Will Smith, I'm not saying she's ugly. Don't get me wrong.
mean, you just
For
have
Will
to-
Smith, she is
You
not as
just
hot.
said Luke gets hotter. You're out
He
of your
does.
fucking
He
mind.
does. He's got hotter bitches than me.
I do.
100%. Without a doubt.
Dude.
I've seen.
Argue
The,
it.
I've also
Argue
seen.
it.
I've also seen
Say
some
I
of the girls
haven't.
that you call hot. I've also
Say
seen
I
some of the
haven't.
girls that you call hot, and I promise you, he doesn't settle. Luke gets
I
hot, top
fucking
tier
pull
pussy.
dimes.
I know. Before my back was broke, and before I had bone diseases, and I was getting the crazy. You know. I know, Lloyd. I don't have any pictures to prove it, or nobody can corroborate my
I've
story.
seen
But I got
pictures.
crazy
Yeah, I was
pussy.
saying, hold on,
I've
no.
seen
Let's back this up.
lots
Ricky,
One-
be on my
also-
side.
also,
Hold on,
Cody,
no. Ricky, be on my side.
Cody,
Look at me,
Cody.
Ricky.
Cody,
I've seen lots
you've seen
of
pictures.
I'm gonna get beat up if you're not on my side. I need you to have my back here.
You've seen pictures.
Yeah, he's got some top tier puss. I'm lying for podcast comedy, but we're being real. Yeah, they both get top tier. They get top tier puss. I'm just saying, Jada Pinkett Smith, you wouldn't cripple me for this pussy. Come on, I've seen.
I believe Lloyd when he says that.
Yeah,
bananas.
No, I
believe
wouldn't
it.
cripple you for that pussy.
And
That's
maybe not
bananas.
cripple, but hospitalized for sure.
Would you slap Chris Rock in the middle of a fucking comedy performance for that pussy?
Dude, I would do that just for.
If I had been getting that pussy long enough for her to
For that
shit
last
out,
Netflix special?
For
I
her-
would do that just because of the last Netflix special.
if I already had her for like a couple of decades, she had shat out 3 kids, maybe more. I don't know. Only 2 of them are relevant. The other ones are fucking extra chromosomes, or they're fucking book learning somewhere. You know, they keep them in a closet. They're not on television, so they don't fucking give a shit about them. So like, if I had had her for decades, she had squat out a couple of my spawn, and she was a
She
bald
squat
bitch.
out a couple.
And then, and then fucking Chris
She
Rock
bent down and left him on the concrete.
Chris Rock called my bald-headed bitch a bald-headed bitch, and without calling her a bald-headed bitch, just by saying, "Hey, I'm excited to see you in this movie." I am not about to walk up and slap her. In fact, we're gonna get in that limousine because she's about to be heated this whole award show while I have a good ass time. And then when we get in that limousine, she can fucking tear my head off, and
You know
I
what
can
that
just
is?
fucking tell the
You know what that
driver to
is?
put that music
That's
up.
ginger excellence right there, dude.
Goddamn right. I'm not about to listen to you, bitch. You were in Gotham. I just won fucking Best Actor.
Yeah.
I'm about to go throat rob anyone I want.
King Richard, by the
Also,
way, pretty good movie.
Get out my car.
Pretty good movie.
You
I
think
like
you're
that
a bad
one by Will
bitch?
Smith.
Get your own Uber limousine, bitch. Oh yeah, I got that phone. This is my phone. I bought it too. Go buy your own phone.
Jada can't afford a phone. What the fuck are you talking about right now?
Then go buy one, Jada.
I bet
Because
she did.
I'm taking this second one with me. In case
Go with Alessinia's
in
number
case
in
I
it.
fucking lose my first one, I gotta be able to call it.
Also, we missed the whole thing. Like maybe like the point where you're saying like, oh, she never actually talked to him. What are the
No,
odds?
she
that,
casted a spell.
Closing
saying,
thoughts, boys. Closing
what are
thoughts.
the odds that like when they're at home, he's like, bitch, no eye contact. Like he's been famous since he was 17.
Yeah.
And he's good at the PR thing, but you know that there's some of that like. I bet you he was like, oh, how Gotham do this week, honey? Oh yeah, we gotta go to the Oscars later for. Like I bet there's a bunch of that shit that makes her retaliate. Like
100% it does.
Let me emasculate the shit out of him.
Yeah, but then he didn't go like, I'm gonna go fuck your daughter's friend's mouth now.
no,
He
but there's
should.
But there's
He
pictures.
should've.
Of him,
He
there's
should've.
pictures of him with Margot Robbie. There's pictures with the girl from fucking I Am Legend. There's
Suspicions.
pictures-
Nothing
Right.
on Red Table Talk where it's like, man, and you should have known that you
Well,
weren't
right.
getting that
I think
nut
that's where
like
he
you
was
used
like,
to.
hold on, wait, you get to talk about your shit, but I don't get to.
She did everything but call him a faggot on national television to his face. Like, what the fuck is he supposed to do with that? But like, no matter what pussy gets after that point, it's like everything is gonna be your wife fucked your son's friend. You know that, right?
She got
after that.
into an
I think
entanglement.
he's not leaving because of ego.
Well, yeah, I think
And I've
also-
seen people do that where they're just basically going, everyone's telling me it's a bad relationship, and so they're taking control away from me, so I'm going to show them that I'm not leaving no matter what. And in fact, I've seen interviews where he says that, and so I think he's just basically
He's tripling down.
and so she has no reason to not treat him this way if he's never leaving. And then a whole like them being rich. There was a episode of Arsenio Hall. He had Jaden Smith on it, the kid with him.
Do you want me to pull it up?
Yeah, I don't know if you can see this, but they were talking about an amusement park, and then Jaden just goes like, he goes, "Hey, we should," and they had like a Ferris wheel. He goes, "We should buy one of those. We should buy one of those, Dad." And Will was just kind of like, "Hey, like, be quiet. Like,
Shut up. Yeah,
like,
yeah.
He's like, "No. We should buy one of those." And it was like, "No, don't." Like, he was like trying to make him be quiet.
Right.
And it was like, that's a rich kid that he's basically accustomed to. I can buy a Ferris wheel if I want.
And
'Cause
Will
he
Smith has to
fucking
pretend that he's a
is.
regular guy all the time.
Exactly.
That's what that
Exactly.
Janet Hubert shit was. That's why I didn't like the.
we
did
didn't
she
even
ever-
touch. He's a Scientologist.
Yeah, we're doing closing thoughts now,
That
though. If you guys have
fucking
anything
loving motherfucker
around the
dude.
table, we've done it a whole hour on Will Smith. We're gonna do reads after this.
That blew
I'm done with my
pretty
thoughts on it
fast.
around the table. Luke first, then we'll go to the reads.
Fuck Jada Pinkett Smith.
That bald head bitch.
I hope Will gets all those fucking aggressive thetans cleaned and cleared from his fucking plate. I wish him the best in all those sessions and the hundreds of thousands of dollars he's gonna have to spend in the Scientology sessions because of that slap.
He just got fucked John Travolta twice, and it's fine.
Dude, it's like you go to the Church of Scientology and like you walk in with your head bowed and you're like, "Yeah, I sinned today. I need to get clear." And he's like, "Well, do you want to go through door 1 or door 2 today, Will?" And he's like, "I want to go through door 2." And it's just like John Travolta, like greased
John
up.
Travolta's dick, but
Just
door
like-
door
nah,
one.
it's just
Wait, can I
him.
see
He's
door one?
greased
And
up.
it's his balls stretched all the way to the
Nah,
other
door
door.
1 is the
He's like-
session with like the machine and like a normal like clearing session, and then door 2 is fucking John Travolta.
Yeah, he's like, I'm gonna clear all those thetans out. I mean, it smells like bleach, right?
Also, I definitely do pull hotter girls than Will Smith. Yes,
For sure. Yes.
Yeah. Go
I'd
fuck
agree.
Margot Robbie and come back and talk.
Not
to us.
Margot Robbie.
I
Not-
will.
Okay, that's a bad statement.
No,
you don't
no,
pull
no,
hotter.
I do.
We
If
don't-
I were to fucking meet Margot Robbie, I would fucking be 9 and 12 inches deep in fucking Margot Robbie.
Why is your dick getting
tonight.
so much bigger
All
now?
right, hey, Seth Green, calm down.
I'm supposed to be the one telling you. We should have never gave this man the confidence
that's
that he
what I'm
has. We gotta break it back down. We gotta break it back
I'm
down.
stealing the show. You guys have the mic. I'm sorry.
You're running out here like Seth Green face and fucking Will Smith energy. No,
Yeah.
I'm a fucking force to
You're
be
a
reckoned with.
Shut up, freckled Mike Myers. Anyways, Ricky. Yeah, I wrote it.
especially when you look as much like Mike
But-
Myers
but-
as you do.
but-
I don't know
but
that that
Mike
was
Myers
You look
said-
like you're about to be wearing a fucking leather face
Talking Mike-
here in a
talking
couple
Mike
months.
Myers-
You have Mike Myers like hair and face.
All right, okay. I'm gonna go kill myself now. And the hat from
closing
Wayne's
thoughts?
World.
Closing
And the Wayne's
thoughts?
World thought.
I hats off to Chris Rock. He was
Yeah.
a real victim
Yeah.
here. He was a stand-up man. He
Yep.
did it with grace.
Agreed.
He was trying to do his job. He didn't deserve that.
Baller.
It was a joke that was literally about a hero character from a movie.
Also, probably written by someone fucking else.
Yeah.
So that would be he's a real victim here.
Yep.
Yep. I mean,
And he didn't do any bitch shit. And he didn't go get
Yeah.
physical, which would have been so easy and that's what I keep. He should have tried to fight him. And I'm not saying like whatever, but like the real tough guy move in that moment on TV is to react the way that Chris Rock did and keep his composure.
Exactly.
That took a real man in my eyes because
Exactly.
the easier move is the me move, the bitch move to I'm gonna go now attack Will Smith. Now I'm gonna sink down to his level. No, I'm gonna eat it. No, I'm not pressing charges. I'll let everybody talk about it. Fuck Will Smith in my head and just get over it.
Yeah.
Like keep your career moving, get paid. I'm sure he's gonna get some settlement from Will Smith that we'll never hear about type shit. But
Agreed.
that's the move. I like that take. Do you have a take before we end the podcast?
Yeah, I think my Paper Beach Rock thing didn't get the love it deserved at all.
Can you tell it one more time, please?
No, they heard it. They heard it. And also, I mean, Will Smith's a better man than me. Like, I wouldn't be standing up for some other dude's chick like that.
See, that was funny. That was funny. No, I'm just
Tell the reads, please. Thank you, Ricky. Before we do that, thank you very much, Ricky Kinley, for coming on.
Hey,
We're going to
no
do
problem.
Zoo Talk on our Patreon. If you want to check out the Patreon, it's patreon.com/TheBastardCern. We have a fucking million hours of content. I don't know how much is there. There's a bunch. Constant Bastard LLCs, which is Lloyd, Luke, and Cody with a guest sometimes. Watch a movie and break it down. It's a fun podcast. Videos on everything. You get videos early for the free show. You get the free show a day early on Patreon. Then when it drops for everybody else, you also get a video for our Patreon and for all of our fucking Patreon content like LLCs, anything we do going forward. With that said, we didn't touch on the fact that Rickey Kinley is here. He works at the zoo. This is an egg that we didn't crack at all when he was here on the podcast last time. I want to talk heavy zoo shit, starting the Patreon. If you want to hear what's going on at the fucking Cincinnati Zoo, go to the fucking Patreon. $5 a month, and you get all this fucking great content, including this bonus episode. All right, and before you plug, Rickey, one more time, where can they go follow you? Where can they give you money for your dog grooming business?
Gary'sDogGrooming.com. We're located here in Cincinnati. Check out the website. Definitely take a look at the Facebook page. We have lots of pictures and videos and stuff we do. We do training, boarding, grooming. We have a lot of fun. We try to give dogs a great experience. That's our goal. It's a low stress grooming experience, positive reinforcement based training. It's involved in the grooming as well.
So if somebody brought you like a species of dog like Jada, like what would you...
I mean,
He's like, we've dealt with Boston Terriers before.
we have
Give him some money. One more time. Where's it at? Say it one more time.
It's in Blue Ash, suburb of Cincinnati. Gary'sDogGrooming.com.
We'll link it. We'll make sure that you have all your shit inside
Excellent.
of our
Thank you.
descriptions. Go and click it on YouTube or fucking wherever you're downloading this podcast right now. Luke.
We are also sponsored by Scarlet Vape and Smoke Shop. If y'all are about to light up a little sleeve of the Bobo Bush like I am on this break in between to the Patreon episode, you guys need to head on over to Scarlet Vape and Smoke Shop. Scarlet Vape and Smoke Shop has it all when it comes to the smoking paraphernalia, tools, and things you need to smoke it and inhale it. They've got water bowls. They've got pipes. They've got rolling papers, cones, lighters. They've got it all. They have Kratom for your sleepy time needs, and they've got Delta 8 and Delta 10 nugs. They've got it all for all such an incredibly reasonable price, and you can get 15% off your order when you let them know that you're a bastard. And they have 2 locations. You can find one at 937 Monmouth Street, Newport, Kentucky, 41071, and the other one is at 11424 Montgomery Road, Cincinnati, Ohio, 45249. Again, let them know that you are a bastard with your order and get 15% off your purchase.
I'm clipping that because that's the best you've ever read that ever. That was quality.
Thanks,
Keep
man.
going.
We are also sponsored by... That's the soundbite. Bangandsnacks.net. We are sponsored by Bangandsnacks.net. Bangandsnacks.net has all of the sweetest sweets, snacks, and treats from all over the globe, from all sorts of countries. They have what you got. Do you want some drinks? Fanta from Japan, they've got them. Do you want some Kit Kat Gold? Caramelize your taste. From the UK, perhaps some Choco Brownie Oreos. You should hit up bangandsnacks.net, and you can get a free shipping with your order for any purchases over $49, along with one free bag of chips for all orders this month of March. And you can get 15% off your order if you use promo code BASTARD or BASTARDS with your purchase. That is promo code BASTARD or BASTARDS with your purchase.
Dark Mountain Cold. That's our former host of the Bastard Sermon, Patrick Seda. Go and check out all of his art at Dark Mountain Cold on Instagram, or follow his page on Facebook, or find his regular page, Patrick Seda, on Facebook. You can commission him to do...
He's making enough money. You don't have to if you don't need to. I'm just kidding.
Tools!
He uses tools to make things for your Xbox.
Yeah, he's doing... that's a good lead into it. He's doing these sick fucking Xbox console wraps for your Series X's or your Ones. He's also doing PS5 wraps and stuff like that. He's partnered with a company. Get at him. He's putting his fucking video game art on there. He's got a lot of pop culture art. If you have a Pokemon that you like, he's doing a really cool Pokemon horror series that he just keeps going through. He's got really phenomenal shit. I love that guy. He's the foundation of how this podcast had started, and we'll always fucking support that guy. Dark Mountain Cold. Go and check him out.
Also, check out Fuck You, We Like The Bengals. It's me and friend of the pod, Alex Schubert. We have a Bengals podcast where during the season we roast the other team, and in the off season we talk all things football, comedy, whatever. It's you don't even have to be a big sports fan to enjoy it. It's just a fun. It's just a fun thing that you can
use your tools,
ingest, and maybe you're
Don't
using
kill
your
it.
tools at work.
Find the spot for it.
Cody's just ringing a bell, just ding, 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 ding.
Tools.
I'm like trying to nod you off, knowing I'm probably on camera right now. Like,
not now.
too many.
No.
But yeah, it's check that out, and
Tools.
also check out go free app Tubi. You can download Tubi for free, and you can watch Lee Kimbrell's special on Tubi. It's fucking great. It's called Mike and Molly, and Lee's just one of the best fucking people I know.
He's
and
hilarious. It's well shot.
Great
It's
comedy.
worth your time. It's only 30 minutes, so if you have a small attention span, it's a perfect, digestible little half hour, and it doesn't sound like it's coming from some local guy. You know, you go see a local band, you reluctantly download them because they're your friend. Oh, God, what's it going to be like? This is one of those situations
it's a
where
solid
it's quality.
special.
It's quality. Go watch Jeremiah Watkins' special and get that dog turd out of your mouth by watching Lee Kimbrell's fucking special. I mean, I don't want to dog on one to get to the other, but you know Jeremiah Watkins' name, right? From a bunch of podcasts. You don't know Lee. Lee's special is a million times better than that fucking.
Absolutely.
So please go and check that out. Is there anything else? Any other friends we have stuff going on for that we want to plug?
Check
come
out John
see
Holmes,
me.
Yeah, check out John Holmes' Mic on Thursdays at Chameleon, featuring
Luke Young,
our very own baby boy,
Cinnamon
our
Bear.
Cinnamon Bear.
Cinnamon
My
Bear had
fucking-
a sweet little fucking tasty little glazed set
that
going
little
on.
cinnamon sprinkle leprechaun over
We could all
there.
lick our fingers
telling
clean.
his,
It was
telling
so
his little
good.
yucks in front of crowds.
So good, dude. Hell yeah.
Thanks.
Go and check that shit out. Patreon for the rest
Yeah, I'll
of
be
this.
on Comedy Central soon.
I love you guys. I hope not, because that means your career's over. Goodbye.